Mego fans, welcome back to the M.I.B. Master Museum. I'll be your curator today. And guys, we have a fun one for you. A really cool one for you, if you will. Guys, we want to cover the Re-Mego boom. Who's responsible? When did it get started? How long has it been going on? All these questions and much, much more. A cool collector by the name of T. Stewart and I were discussing this maybe a week or so ago. Yep, maybe earlier this week, I should say. And he brought up some good points. You know, a lot of collectors, Mego collectors now, don't really have a good understanding of when the Migos came back into play. When was the startup? Where did Figures Toy Company come from? Who's Dr. Mego? Who are these people? And we just want to kind of help some of the collectors out there that are not aware of who they are actually purchasing their Migos from. Sure, you know the company. You know the company's name. You know Dr. Mego. Where these guys come from? Who are they? And why do they make such cool Migos? Well, it's a good problem to have. And we're very fortunate and blessed to be in that situation right now. Guys, if you're just tuning in, please like and subscribe. This is what we do. We have fun conversations. We share stories. We share our collection. And we bring you into the world of our museum. Guys, we know the Mego Corporation, who gave us this beloved action figure decades ago, went out of business. We know that much. It was started in the early 1970s, and Mego became defunct right around 1982, early 1983, when the last Mego actually rolled off the assembly line. We had to wait a while. And then Dr. Mego came on the scene and really gave us the first real taste of Migos again. All the way from the clothing to the body types, everything. But then another figures line came out. I wasn't actually too aware of it. I heard about Figures Toy Company, but I never really paid them much attention. Because at this time I was still doing G.I. Joes. I was still really heavy into my G.I. Joe collecting. I love Migos, but the Figures Toy Company truly did not get my attention until I read an article that said that they would be releasing the Robin, the Batman, the Riddler, and the Joker 8-inch retro Mego figures. And I said, whoa, wait a second. Batman and Robin? Then that's when I had to really do my research on Figures Toy Company. So I contacted some of my collector buddies to give me some background history on them. But I don't want to do, I wanted background. Who owns Figures Toy Company? That's who I want to know all the details. Well, we got that for you too. We have this man to thank for Figures Toy Company. His name is Anthony Belasco. Anthony Belasco. And Anthony Belasco is the founder and creator of Figures Toy Company. And he got into the toy selling business in 1989. And from there, Figures Toy Company really took off. Well, it wasn't Figures Toy Company quite yet. But Figures Toy Company would come in 1998. 1998, Figures Toy Company was created. In 2004, Classic TV Toys was created. Still under the same ownership of Anthony Belasco. And Classic TV Toys turned out such super cool figures like this Sir Lancelot, the beautiful world's greatest super pirates like Captain Patch, King Arthur, retro Migos that were made in the 1970s were made at Classic TV Toys. But it was not time yet for DC. Not yet. It would be 10 years, which is 2014, when Figures Toy Company obtained the rights from DC and other licenses from other TV shows and stuff to make the DC superheroes. And that's where the Batman and Robin and all these other awesome Green Arrow, all these awesome Mego figures would come to be. A small company based in Tampa, Florida, has set a new standard and sent shockwaves through the collecting universe, which we call the Re-Mego boom. We've never seen anything like it. Not at this level and not this quickly. I remember telling a fellow collector that I hope the same fate does not befall Figures Toy Company that befell the Mego Corporation. I hope they don't take on too much too soon and go into a supernova. But they seem to be doing very well. They are well established. Like I said, Anthony Belasco has been in business, the collecting business, since 1989. And we're here now at 2017, about to turn 2018. And Mr. Belasco, we want to personally thank you from the M.I.B. Master Museum channel for giving us all these wonderful Migos. It's like being a kid all over again. being able to obtain retro vintage style Migos that you didn't have in the 1970s, that you couldn't get in the 1970s, now you can get. And Mr. Belasco and his team at Figures Toy Company has taken it a step further. Now they have obtained the rights from Hanna-Barbera. So we get the cool Space Ghost figure. We're getting fist fighters that never existed in the 1970s that should have existed in the 1970s. Like one of my favorites here, my Green Arrow, which I had to put on the stage because he's so beautiful. Figures Toy Company has raised the bar, reset it, and has raised it again. A Bizarro Mego, retro Mego figure that never existed now exists. Beautifully done. Painstakingly done. A beautiful head sculpt. But we have Figures Toy Company to thank for this. A fist fighter Flash. Really? I mean, this is a dream come true. A collector's biggest dream of all time. To have figures that were never created as Migos now at our fingertips. Now nestled safely in our collection rooms. And then they wouldn't stop there. Mr. Belasco and the Figures Toy Company design team went further and further and further, pushing the outer regions and bounds of Megodom. We're going to give it a new name. Giving us something old, classic, and something new. The Solomon Kane figure, which has quickly become one of my favorite Migos in my entire Mego collection. With newer head sculpts, newer bodies, more articulation in the clothing, newer hand sculpts. And Mr. Belasco, his connection, Figures Toy Company's connection with the consumer is becoming something of legend. From Facebook pages to Twitter, you can connect with this company on all levels. Every Friday, and I don't know if new collectors know this, but every Thursday and usually every Friday, you can go to Figures Toy Company's website and locate new shipping dates for new figures that are coming out. I mean, ultra fun, ultra cool. I mean, it's for me and my team here at M.I.B. Master Museum. We're constantly on Figures Toy Company's website because there's something new coming out all the time, every week. And this is what, once again, we have coined the phrase Re-Mego boom, because that's exactly what's happening here. you have 20 to 30 to 40 figures a month rolling off of the assembly line. Maybe more. But guys, what do you think about this Re-Mego boom? How do you feel about it? Are you a Mego fan? Or are you a vintage fan? Are the new figures from Figures Toy Company, are they a bit too much? Should they keep it more on a vintage scale? Would you like to see more vintage figures from Figures Toy Company? I personally would like to see the older Type 1 bodies again, because I'm such a retro guy. I would love to have the old Type 1 bodies in my collection, mint on card, beautifully stored and protected. My beautiful Batgirl with the silkscreen outfit, uniform. Figures Toy Company has literally thought of everything, and they're rethinking new stuff. Where do we go from here? I tell you what though, guys, I would love to see Figures Toy Company actually do deals with Target, with Walmart, and whatever other store. I would say Toys R Us, but I don't know Toys R Us situation right now. We just don't know Toys R Us situation. But I would love to see Figures Toy Company bring their Migos into the Walmarts and the Targets and the places like that. That we could just simply get in our car and drive just like old times and pick out from a toy store shelf what we like and what we want, as opposed to having to pay shipping and handling, which is a killer. Guys, tell me how you feel about the shipping and handling. That is murder. But it's worth it. I say that in the same breath. It's really worth it for what we're getting from Figures Toy Company. The quality is second to none. They are just putting out beautiful, beautiful figures. Guys, I just wanted to run that by you. I wanted to give you a quick sample size of the history of Figures Toy Company to let you know exactly who created it, when it was created, why it was created. Lord knows we needed it. It was the best thing that could ever happen to us as collectors, especially old Mego guys like myself, who was born in the 1970s, who knew about Mego and had to go years without having a steady diet of Megos. Guys, with that being said, you know the drill. We have more mega productions on the way. There's more fun in store. We have more surprises, more awesome reviews, more requests. Grab your favorite beverage. Grab some popcorn this time. Hop on the couch. Kick your slippers off and tune in to the M.I.B. Master museum channel. God bless. And keep collecting.